Hi, traders. Hi. Now that's where I wish I was right now. Cancun, Mexico. How amazing, amazing. I can't wait to get back there. That's where we're going to have our next Trade the Open Like a Boss offshore session. Traders, get ready for that event. It's great always to be in South Florida. I'm here in my home in Wellington at the current moment, and I just had a phenomenal weekend with my traders. 61 of my wealth traders. We spent the weekend going over tactics and preparing for the next quarter. So it has been a phenomenal weekend so far. Now, recently, many people have expressed a lot of concern about me and my family and how we fared during the Hurricane Matthew, which sort of ran through this area. But I'll have to tell you that we were spared, thank God. The extent of the damage is right over my shoulder here. I don't know if you can see it. That's the extent of what we suffered. So a lot of preparation, but thank goodness we were spared in a very, very big way. I know that's not the case for a lot of families out there, so my heart and my prayers go out to the families who were devastated by the hurricane, and Godspeed with your recovery. Um, I'm also excited for this weekend because I am now ready to launch my first Q&A blog. Now, guys, I get so many questions on a weekly basis. It's become virtually impossible for me to answer every single individual question. So what I've decided to do is to put together this vlog, which I believe will give me the opportunity to really give every single question its proper due. Now, I want you to listen to the first one. I'll get better at doing this, I promise. Right? This has to be the most frequently asked question I receive on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis. And I think I do a pretty good job delving into the answer pretty thoroughly. So why don't you take a listen right now, okay? I will come back at the end of the Q&A for the first question and get your thoughts on that and the future. Enjoy for the moment. Thank you. Hi, traders. My name is Oliver Velez, and I'm coming to you sort of live from one of my homes in South Florida. Welcome. I'm back in the United States, and I'm finally actually ready to tackle a project that's been on the back burner for me for quite some time. I'm going to produce my first Q&A vlog. Now, many of you know that I'm very active on the social networks. I have 2 Facebook pages. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on virtually every social media network possible, and I'm extraordinarily active on those. I try to use those mediums to really stay in touch with my worldwide trading audience, my followers, my supporters, and things of that nature. However, many of you are very aware of the fact that most social networks really have a soundbite nature to their existence. Whether they are restricting one to only 140 characters or restricting your videos to 15 seconds or 40 seconds or 2.5 minutes, you get the point. The point is that there is room for a medium such as a vlog that will allow me to go into some of your questions in a more in-depth fashion. And so I'm very happy to present to you Oliver Velez Q&A vlog number 001. Thanks for being part of this history. Now, there is not a single day that goes by in my trading life that I do not get scores of questions, and many of these questions are quite repetitive, and that makes perfect sense. So it's somewhat tiresome in a way for me to repetitively give the same answers over and over and over again. So what I'm hoping that this medium allows me to do is to create one electronic footprint that will largely answer a broad range of your frequently asked questions, and do so beyond the soundbite nature of what the social media networks allow me to do. I receive over 20,000 emails per day, so that's not the appropriate medium to get to you either. It's virtually impossible for me to really field every single one of your questions, despite the very important nature of each one of your questions. So here we are with blog number 1. Thanks for being here. I've chosen for this first session to take on, I believe there's 4 frequently asked questions, and without any further ado, let's dive right into them right now. Question number one, Oliver, how long does it take to become a consistently profitable trader? And this one I get literally at least 10 times a day. And for good reason. Number one, first of all, I want you to know that I've been trading professionally in the markets for almost 30 years. This December 2016 will mark my 30th year anniversary. Thank you very much. And I've been actually training traders all over the world for a good portion of those 30 years, 22 years, in fact. God, that makes me sound and feel old. But anyway, in all of my years of training, I've never really been able to apply a blanket time on any individual trader. You know why? Because this is so totally a personal and individualistic pursuit. Each individual has its own set of issues to overcome. Each individual has its own psychological baggage, his own emotional set of baggage. Some individuals come with a horde of erroneous beliefs that need to be undone over time. If you think about it, this pursuit is so individualistic in nature that it's virtually impossible to say you should become a consistently profitable trader in X period of time. It's virtually impossible. But I can provide some general guidelines, despite the fact that you ultimately determine your trajectory and you ultimately determine the speed with which you reach some level of proficiency at this. It's all on you. After all, no one presses your buy and sell buttons for you, only you. So with that being said, I can provide some general guidelines. I would tell a beginning trader to never expect any degree of consistency to emerge before 2 years, 18 months to 24 months. Right now, a lot of people feel that's a long time, but it's really a relatively short period of time. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that you have to wait 2 years to become profitable? No, that's not necessarily the case, although for some people it might be, and much longer than that. What I will say is that your consistent profitability is on the other side of your experience. You see, a lot of people say, Oliver's the best trading teacher. No, that's not true. Experience is the best teacher. I am the best guider and mentor in terms of helping you gain the right experience, because it's possible to gain the wrong experience. But let me just say this, traders. True consistent profitability comes after a block of experience has been obtained. And this experience can't be rushed. Like time can't be rushed. It takes time to gain a certain degree of experience. It is experience that teaches you how to handle yourself in the markets. It's experience that ultimately turns you into the master that you so readily want to become. And your consistency is on the other side of experience. So how can one expect consistent profitability to come before the experience that's necessary to make you a master? It's virtually impossible. And any attempts to become consistently profitable before you obtain a certain degree of experience, any attempt is futile. And any profits derived before this appropriate amount of experience is really not profits, it's luck. It's a loan, if you will. The market typically does not like individuals to become profitable when they're not supposed to be profitable. That's why in the industry we call ill-gotten gains loans that the market typically takes back with interest. Well, there you have it, traders. My very first official Q&A session. Now, there will be many more. Keep in mind, it's my very first one, so a little rusty. I promise you I'm going to get a lot better at answering your questions. But I want you to be made aware of the fact that it is not my intention to only answer your most valued questions here on my YouTube channel. I have ideas to expand the channel in a variety of different, very valuable ways. One of those valuable ways is with tech reviews. This is a game of technology, and he who has the best technology does have a distinct edge. I plan to do technology reviews as it relates to trading and the markets. I also plan to continue my Trade the Open Like a Boss video series, where I will record many of my live trading sessions, edit them in an educational way, in a way that will train you to be a better trader, specifically of the open. In addition to that, I will have live trading sessions on the YouTube channel. I will utilize YouTube Live and of course Periscope Live to give you a live step-by-step experience of me trading from start to finish. We'll do that in an educational and very informative manner. I think that's going to be very exciting and very valuable to my subscribers of this channel. And last but certainly not least, I have to touch upon and express and communicate the trader lifestyle. Let's face it, my average trading day is about 18 minutes. The freedom and the independence that this game we call trading can deliver to the skilled trader is mind-boggling. And I think it's important to display what a successful trader does, what a skilled trader does with that free time. So we will cover some trader lifestyle just to give you a small idea of how I spend my free time as a trader. And so I'd like for you to do me a favor. I'd like you to pound that like button. If this has been informative in any way to you, I want you to subscribe. I want you to recommend the channel to your friends, because we're about to take off in ways that I believe will blow your trader's mind. Until next time, Oliver Velez signing off. Come on, Bella. Come on. You want to come be in the video? Want to be in the video with me? Bella, come on. Be in the video with me, Bella.